Buckle up, here's one of many stories that make me believe deer are all just /x/tear spawns of Satan. Be me. First campfire party of the year. Sit around the fire with several cousins. One shot glass making its rounds in typical Polish redneck fashion. Around 3 most cousins go catch somesies. Stay with one cousin, the sky is perfectly clear and super bright. Decide to 420 blaze it and look for Elmos in the sky. Deep existential conversation. JPG. Suddenly hear this super loud shriek from the woods nearby. Literally sounds like a child being skinned alive mixed with a woman giving birth. Anon, has deer mating season started yet? Don't think so. Absolutely no other animal in the area that could make a sound even remotely similar. Get up and shine flashlight into the tree line. Another shriek, this time closer. I shit you not, and a fucking drink glass shattered. Have ringing in ears from the sound just like if a gun fired right next to my ear. Too drunk to panic, just yet. Make fun of fucking opera deer. Another similar shriek comes from the hills behind us. Dude WTF.jpg. Shriek in front of us in response. Start packing up. Hear rustling in a field of wheat a couple years away. Shine flashlight. A fucking deer standing upright with front legs awkwardly dangling in front like it doesn't know what to do with them. Shrieks so loud we temporarily lose all hearing. My head starts hurting like a motherfucker. Turn around to run. Another motherfucker standing upright. I'm guessing it makes the sound again, can't even really hear it at this point, just feel vibration in my body. Grab cousin by his jacket and sprint into a random direction like an idiot. Of course you picked the only direction with thick underbrush. At least it's downhill. Our hearing slowly starts to return. Shrieks still can be heard in the distance. Finally emerge out of the woods after a 20-minute sprint that felt like hours. Be me, party animal, hitting the woods near Espanola on with my crew for a bush fire. Booze flowing, music blaring, good times all around. Justin's girlfriend, Amber, getting wild with the rest of us. Suddenly, shit gets too spooky. Hear strange noises in the darkness, like something's watching us. Brush it off, blame it on the booze. But then, Amber starts acting weird, like she's possessed or some shit. Justin's freaking out, but we all just laugh it off. MFW, I realize something ain't right. Then, out of nowhere, Amber grabs Justin and drags him into the darkness. Panic sets in as we realize something seriously fucked up. Without thinking, we follow them, stumbling through the trees in a drunken stupor. Finally catch up to them in a clearing, but something's off. Amber's eyes are glowing, and her voice sounds all wrong. That's when I notice it, her face keeps shifting, like it's made of fucking clay. Immediate 360 and run away, screaming like a bunch of banshees. But, as we flee through the woods, we hear it, Amber's voice, calling out to us, begging us to come back. We reach the edge of the forest and stop, hearts pounding, breath coming in ragged gasps. That's when I realize something fucked up. Amber never left the party. We've been partying with a fucking mimic this whole time. MFW, I realize we almost got duped by a shape-shifting monster. Open the door, we gotta warn the others. Get on the floor, shit's about to get real. Everybody walk the dinosaur. Be me. Hanging out downtown with loser friends. Smoking weed. Being a bum. Seeing new girl hanging out with the group. Seen her around town before skizzing out. Today she seems normal. Always thought she was hot half. Fast forward some hours later, it's getting late. Talk about heading home. Ask her if she has a place to stay. She says she could go to her sister's but it's a dump. Invite her over to my place. She says yes and that I'm cute. Smiling looking at me, she says you know already giggling. FFW, we get to my house and fuck. Wake up in the morning. Talking about wanting a relationship. She says haha, I keep upgrading, I've never been with a cult leader before. Yada yada yada. Says she noticed because I don't talk a lot yet have a ton of friends and people love me. MFW, I have to keep up the act to keep her interest. MFW, she wants to play Harley Quinn to my Joker. MFW cute Shizo GF wants me to be a successful cult leader and starts helping me build my brand. Me. Close 27 years old. Wants to find someone to marry. Tinder whores don't even reply. Use Bumble. Woman has to write first. Hit it off with a tomboy. She tells me she's demisexual and polyamorous. I'd what that even means. She asks to meet. Have coffee date. Anon, you are not a serial killer, are you? Spaghetti spill out of pocket on the floor. She tells you her cat helps her masturbate. Okay? She wants to get even bigger cats. Ignore, because you want to smash. She wants to make OnlyFans. Find out she has a whole circle jerk thread on /pol/dedicated about her. She ghosts you and wants to send her female friend to talk to you. Block her. Find out she fucks a black guy. Immediately repulsed. MFW. Be me when I was 16. Walk 8 miles up to a hiking forest. Weird doll heads on the way. When entering the forest something feels off. Go into the heart of the forest, lie down, and finish The Sorrows of Young Werther, a book where the guy offs himself at the end. Take a nap for an hour. Write for another hour. Finally stand up. Fully tied noose, like one you'd use to off yourself, not a tiny one, appeared beneath me. Throw it over a tree in a semi-trance state. Put it over my neck and get up and consider jumping. Hear Wagnerian music and it puts me out of the trance. Walk out of the forest and down the country road up the mountain. A goat stares at me, walks up to the fence, gets fully erect and ejaculates within like a minute. A few years later I heard music in that forest at dusk when nobody was there. Me. On the rooftop of the building I work at. Eclipse peaks. I feel a weird surge of energy. Look at eclipse with my bare ass eyes. Not blinding at all. A massive crow swoops right over my head. Like 2 feet above me. Felt the rush of air from its wings. Feeling upbeat after. Left work early. Things are good, I feel good. So the plague of locusts is going to be me releasing all my spiritual parasites, demons that have attached to me preventing me from achieving enlightenment. They're in my soul's head and whatever dimension it is in. So I guess there's 100 trillion of them and they're going to sting the Vakshksis by either making their bodies itch or bite or sting their souls. And it's going to go on for 5 months apparently. 9 And the 5th angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth. And to him was given the key of the bottomless pit. 2 And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit, as the smoke of a great furnace, and the sun and the air were darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit. 3 And there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them was given power, as the scorpions of the earth have power. 4 And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of God in their foreheads. 5 And to them it was given that they should not kill them, but that they should be tormented 5 months, and their torment was as the torment of a scorpion, when he striketh a man. 6 And in those days shall men seek death, and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. 7 And the shapes of the locusts were like unto horses prepared unto battle, and on their heads were as it were crowns like gold, and their faces were as the faces of men. 8 And they had hair as the hair of women, and their teeth were as the teeth of lions. 9 And they had breastplates, as it were breastplates of iron, and the sound of their wings was as the sound of chariots of many horses running to battle. 10 And they had tails like unto scorpions, and there were stings in their tails, and their power was to hurt men 5 months. Me. Get a visit from Illuminati agent. Immediately blow her cover in front of civs. It doesn't even matter lol. Normies can't comprehend the reality in front of them. Get her to like me. She starts feeding me info. After 16 hours of this she finally says wait, am I feeding you or are you feeding me? Say I'm feeding you, obviously. Send her on her way knowing that she broke protocol. She lost the job. Leave me. Go to lawyer's office. Knock on the door. Paralegal opens the door. I look into her cold eyes. Literally has slit lizard-like eyes. WTF.gif. Try not to think about it. Later on realize lizard people are actually real. They aren't just schizo posts. Alright, someone spill the fucking beans on lizard people. This shit happened like about 2 years ago and I still think about it. What and who are the lizard people and what do they want?